back before I started working on sagebrush, I saw it probably how most people see it, as this sort of bland, not very attractive plant. And so now I see it in a different way. So since we've been working on it, I see it as this plant that has quite a bit of diversity. So I'm going to pull off a bit. So different species smell different. If you were to taste them, they taste different. And so there's all this chemical diversity that exists within sagebrush. And so what we're trying to do is see sagebrush not how most of the public sees it, but how a sage grouse sees it. And that is how good it tastes, how tasty the plant is, and that has to do with the chemicals that are in this plant, and that's how we're trying to see sagebrush. All right, this is a video of us launching one of the unmanned aerial vehicles, and on that vehicle are several different sensors that let us assess structure, chemistry, and thermal properties of these different sagebrush across the habitat.
So what we have here is what once was a native sagebrush habitat area. It's been nearly 100% converted to cheatgrass. You do have a couple of native species here in the foreground, some bunch grasses, but these were very difficult to find here. Primarily we have mustard and cheatgrass, and the sagebrush in the background is just hanging on here because as soon as a fire blows through here, the cheatgrass creates such a hot fire it will burn the sagebrush, and it takes 50 years or more to return.
What's happening is we're turning, you hear people talking about the sagebrush sea, which is just sagebrush as far as you can see, to a cheatgrass sea, which is a monoculture of introduced grasses. And when you get to that point, you lose wildlife diversity. It impacts all the folks, wildlife, and humans that are dependent on this ecosystem, and things start to unravel.
The reason I care about sagebrush is that it is a fighter. It's what I think it's iconic of the west, of Idaho. It's a plant that's been battling a lot of things for a very long time since it arrived in North America. So it's battling microbes and insects and birds and mammals to survive. And so to me, it's a survivor, and that's why we should care about it, and we should understand how it survives.